Hello everyone, I welcome you all to the Different Division platform. Right now I'll be doing one such question that came in your JMN examination. This question came on 26th August 2021 in shift 1. And let us see this question now. The question says the fractional change in the magnetic field intensity at a distance r from the center on the axis of a current carrying coil of radius a to the magnetic field intensity at the center of the same coil is, and taking a greater than small r. So that means a setup has been given to you in which a current carrying coil has been given to you and its radius is a. At a certain distance from its axis, let this distance be x. Okay, at this point let the magnetic field be B2 and let the magnetic field at the center be B1. Okay, you have to find out the fractional change in the magnetic field. So that means this at the center the magnetic field is obviously maximum because it is closer to its center, and at some axial point its magnetic field, that is B2, is less as compared to B1. So what is the fractional change in the magnetic field? It is B1 minus B2 divided by B1. So this is the fractional change that you will be experiencing. Okay, because here the magnetic field is more at B2, at certain distance from the axis magnetic field is less. So this is a circular coil in this plane, and the magnetic field you have to find out in this particular point, which is B2. Okay, we already know that if I is a current flowing through this circular loop, the magnetic field B1 at its center is given by the relationship mu naught I by 2r. Okay, and what about B2? What about the magnetic field at the axial point? It is given by the relationship mu naught I a square, where a square is nothing but the radius by 2 a square plus x square power 3 by 2. So this is a relationship, this is the magnitude of magnetic field that is there on the axial point. Okay, now we have to take the fractional change. What is B1 minus B2 divided by B1? This you need to find out. So we'll be doing the equation now. So it is B1, which is mu naught I by 2a minus mu naught I a square by 2 a square plus x square power 3 by 2. So divided by mu naught I by 2a. Okay, so mu naught by 2 can easily be cancelled out. I can also be cancelled out. So eventually the final expression after solving this you'll be getting as, so you'll be getting over here 1 upon a minus a square by a square plus x square 3 by 2 divided by 1 upon a. This is the expression that you are getting. Again we'll be solving it, so you'll be getting, if I'll further solve it, this would be 1 minus 1 go over there, so you'll be getting a cube by a square plus x square 3 by 2. Okay, again we have to further solve it. Now we'll be solving this expression, so what you'll be getting is 1 minus, okay, this can be also be written as 1 upon, if I'll go there, if this go over here, a cube, so it would be 1 upon a cube into root of a cube plus x square power 3. Okay, don't you think? So this is the expression which can easily be written like this. Okay, 1 upon a cube and root of a cube plus a square plus x square power 3. Okay, because root is nothing but 1 upon half. So again we'll be solving it. So this expression is somewhat long, so you have to take care of the expressions. Okay, so it would be 1 minus, again if it go inside, so it would be equivalent to 1 upon root of a square plus x square power a whole cube. Again it would be equivalent to 1 minus 1 upon, if a goes to the middle inside, so what you'll be getting is root of 1 plus x square by a square power whole cube. It can easily be written like this. Further we'll be solving it, so you'll be getting 1 by 1. So this expression is nothing but 1 plus x by a whole square. Okay, and it can also be written as 3 by 2 again. So we in this given expression we have been given that a is very much greater than r, where a is the radius and r is the axial points. Okay, so this axial point we have taken as r. Okay, and this is in the expression we have taken that axial point from the center as x. So you can put the value of x over here so that we can easily solve the expression again. So this is nothing but 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus x square by x square can be written as r square by a square power 3 by 2. Now this expression with a is very much greater than r. Okay, so the relationship of x r by a, don't you think this would be less than 0, because a is greater than r, so this expression is less than 0. Now further this expression can also be written as 1 minus 1 upon 1 plus r square. Okay, just a minute. It can also be written in the upper form as 1 plus r square by a square power minus 3 by 2. Don't you think? It can be easily written like this. Now this is the binomial expression that you need to solve, because this r by the ratio of the r by a is less than 0, so you can easily apply the binomial expressions in which this term is less than 1. So if you'll solve it, you'll be getting the expression as it. If I'll expand it, this expansion could be equivalent to minus 3 by 2 r square by a square. Okay, because if 1 plus x raised to power n, this expression you just solve where x is less than 1, so this can easily be written as 1 plus nx. Okay, so this will be the value of it by expanding it with the binomial theorem. So again we'll be solving it. It is somewhat lengthier. Okay, 1 minus 3 by 2 r square by a square, 1 minus plus 3 by 2 r square by a square. So 1 and 1 can be easily cancel out. You'll be getting 3 by 2 r square by a square. So this is the final answer that we have got. So let us see which option is correct now. Option 3 by 2 r square by a square, 3 by 2 r square by a square. So this fourth option is the correct option that you should get. I hope this question is clear to everyone. Thank you.